Good morning, and I want to share some more from Ephesians chapter 2, and we've been talking about the fact is that that we are saved through Yahuah's favor, and not by our own works of righteousness, but it's because of Yahuah's righteousness that we stand justified before Him. Now, I'm going to read back again at starting at verse 8, and read verse 8, 9, and 10, and then elaborate a little bit more on this. But Paul, or Shaul, is writing and says, "For by grace or favor are you saved through faith." Notice this. Notice how every word is worded. We're saved through faith. For by grace or favor are we saved or delivered by faith. Now, keep that in mind, by faith. And that not of ourselves. It's the gift of Yahuah. It's a gift. It's something you can't pay for. It's something you can't earn, but it's a gift. Then how do you receive the gift? By faith. You trust the word of Yahuah. You believe what he says. See, it says in the book of Romans also in chapter 10 that Yasharel went about doing, that they were ignorant of Yahuah's righteousness and went about to establish their own righteousness, and they did not submit themselves unto the righteousness of Yahuah. See, they went about doing their own thing, their own, keeping the Torah that they thought they had, which they followed the Torah, but they also, here's the thing about it is, they were not able to keep the Torah. They didn't keep the Torah. They didn't keep all the commandments of Yahuah. They couldn't approach him in their own self-righteousness. They were trying to establish, they thought salvation was by means of keeping all the commandments of Yahuah. Now, again, I'm not saying that we shouldn't strive to keep the commandments of Yahuah. But what I am saying is that they were ignorant of what Yahuah was trying to reveal to them, was that it was their faith in him that would cause them to be justified before him. The scripture declares that Abraham believed Yahuah, and it was accounted to Abraham, his faith was accounted to him for righteousness. In other words, because he believed Yahuah, and he's our example, that we, by faith, believe the word of Yahuah, and that's accounted to us for righteousness. And I'm not talking about a head belief, I'm talking about a heart belief. And it says, not by works, let me finish this up, for by grace or favor are we saved through faith, and that not of ourselves, it's a gift of Yahuah. Not of works, lest any man should boast. In other words, what he's saying here, you cannot boast before Yahuah because you have kept the commandments of Yahuah. You won't be able to boast before him. For we are his workmanship, Yahuah's workmanship, created in Yahushua HaMashiach unto good works. See, the good works come after you have been born from above and you have his Ruach in you. Then you're able to walk in the good works. You're able to do good deeds. See, that's where a lot of confusion comes in. People, they try to have good works in order to gain salvation, not understanding that they have to be born from above first and have the Ruach before they can actually produce the good works. I hope this has helped you this morning. I want to encourage you to know that Yahuah loves you today. He wants you to know that if you've received the Mashiach, if you have his spirit, then you are accepted. The scripture says that we're accepted before him, accepted in the beloved. Shalom.